Hello my lovelies, it's Tuesday, which means it's meal plan day. If you're new around here, my name's Kaylee and I love to share loads of like foodie content about meal planning and cooking for my kids and family food, family life and just general randomness. So if you like what you see, I would love for you to give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, say hello, subscribe if you want to, and yeah, let's get into the video. Doing a food shop because we've spent so much money this month. It is ridiculous. We had Harry's birthday, we've had school holidays, we've had play dates, and we've just spent a lot of money on food, particularly with like Harry's party, and I'm done with it. I'm not spending any more of my money on food because I know that we probably have plenty in the house that just needs using up. So I like to do a week like this at least once a month where I don't do a food shop. I try really hard to use up what we have. Sometimes I will need to get a couple of top up bits, but I try and get those from like the co-op or something, so I'm not tempted in Aldi to get like a big shop. So I'm going to go through my cupboards, I'm going to see what I've got, and I'm going to see what meals I can make. They are looking pretty bare, probably the barest I've ever shown you, but I bet there's plenty in there, and there's probably things in there that I've been putting off using for ages, and they've just sat in there, and I need to get them used up before I buy anything else, because A, we need room in the freezer, and B, why spend more money on food when we have plenty? So yeah, let's have a look what we've got. So as you can see, the fridge is looking pretty empty, but that's fine because between the freezer, what's in here, and the cupboards, I still think we've got enough food to last us a good few days. We've just got to be smart about it. So I picked these up in the co-op the other day. They're just chicken goujons. I got this pack, and there was another pack that was about to go out of date, and it was only like £1 or something, so I bought that for the freezer. I think we're going to have these tonight, maybe like a chicken burger, because we've really got into that. And yeah, that'll be one meal sorted straight away. I also have some chorizo and some halloumi. These are like staples in our cupboards. We love them, and again, I can make something nice out of that. I think, oh my goodness, right, this needs a good tidy. That's better. It's always easier when you can actually see what you've got. So we probably will need to stock up on vegetables. I've only got a little bit of romaine lettuce, and the guinea pigs eat that. We've got some rhubarb that the neighbours gave us because they grow it but they don't eat it. I've got some more pears and plenty of fruit in here. 1 pepper, 2 tomatoes, some baby spinach. So I do think I'm going to need to do a bit of a veggie top up, but you never know, there might be more in the freezer than I think there is. Okay, so the cupboards are looking pretty bare too, but this is what happens when it's been school holidays. You've not wanted to do a big shop, and when you have, you've had the kids with you, so you've ended up buying all the wrong things. But I have a tin of chickpeas, so they can go with the halloumi, chorizo. If I get some, because I've run out of like passata and chopped tomatoes, there's literally nothing back there. If I get some chopped tomatoes, I can make like my chickpea and halloumi and chorizo casserole. I really like that one, so that's one meal. Second meal is the burger thing, so that's 2 things done. I've got this chicken noodle like cup soup thing, but I'm thinking that could maybe be a base if I got some veggies to make like a nice veggie soup. I'm not sure, we'll see. Okay, the next shelf down, please ignore the state of my cupboards. I know they're a mess, but yeah, that's just it. I have got some pasta, I've got some spaghetti, loads of noodles, rice, curried chickpeas, couscous. I mean, there's loads of stuff in here to make meals. There's some cannelloni at the back. So I'm just going to make a quick note of what I do have. And now the freezer. Now this is the place that's always full, but whether or not it has like things that we want to eat in it, we'll see. fingers crossed. Do you like my nails, by the way? Megan painted them for me. I think she did a pretty good job. I need to take it off. So I've got one salt and pepper batter fillet. This will either do for me for dinner or the kids can have half each. We'll see later. It's gonna keep beeping, isn't it? Right, I'm gonna have to do this a lot. Okay, don't judge because I've mentioned this on a few of my meal plans that I'm gonna use it, and I haven't because I just haven't fancied it. But sometimes you have to get yourself to this point of the month where like you say, no, I'm not doing any more shopping, I am eating those things even if they're not what I fancy. And I've got this barbecue pulled pork, so I'm going to do this with rice, I think, because we've got loads of rice. So there's another meal. Bolognese, enough for me and the kids. I have got some chicken goujons. These are the ones that I said I found in the shop. So the use by date was the day that I bought them, but I just put them in the freezer and then they're fine. So these were £1.66 and I thought, bargain, might as well be in my freezer instead of in the bin if the shop doesn't sell them. Okay, I've got a couple of prawns, not loads, but I think if I was to buy some carrots and some, like, I've got a pepper, some other veggies and bits, maybe some baby corn, something like that. I think we're low on peas, so maybe some peas. I could do this with the like chicken soup mix with some noodles and make like a nice chicken noodle, not chicken noodle, prawn noodle soup. I don't know, but it's another ingredient that we can stretch. No, there's not a lot in there, but it's me and the kids and I can bulk it out with things, so I'll take that. I've got half a garlic and coriander naan. I'm tempted to have this with the chickpeas in the cupboard for my lunch. That would be really nice. I'm gonna leave that out. Okay, I have got more prawns. Yes, we're definitely gonna do something with this. I have got loads of mashed potato, and I've also got some tuna in the cupboard, so I could do some sort of like tuna croquette type thing. I don't know. Spinach. It's always handy. We love the frozen spinach. It's dead quick and easy to use, and yeah, just kind of tuck in. More mashed potato. We love frozen mash. It's really quick and easy. It tastes just as nice as the normal stuff, and it's just faster and lazier and less waste, less effort. It's definitely. Some batter fillets. So I could do fish cakes. Instead of using the tuna, I could use the tuna for tuna pasta, and I could do fish cakes. See, like, everything looks pretty empty. You look at my cupboards to begin with, and it's like you've got nothing. But when you really dig and you really like think about it and get creative, you've probably got so much more food in your cupboards or your fridge or your freezer than you think you do. And I like to do this at least once a month, sometimes twice a month. Yeah, it's just better than spending money on food when you don't need to, because food's really not the most exciting thing to spend money on, is it? Especially if it's like just to eat at home and not going out or something exciting. So I like to keep it as cheap as possible because I don't like using my money on that. Oh, we have a mystery bag. Gotta love a mystery bag. Didn't label this one. This looks like chilli though. I can see beans in it. Can you see? So we've got chilli. I've got rice. There's another meal. See, we've got loads. I have got some diced chicken. So I could do like the noodles with the chicken thing, with the prawns, veg, bit of chicken. See, at first I was like, oh, that's nothing, I can't make a meal out of it. Now I'm getting excited because I'm like finding things I can put together. And honestly, you may think I'm sad, you may think I'm a geek. Ah! Honestly, you may think I'm a complete geek, and I probably am. But I actually really enjoy this. I like treat it as a, you know, like the MasterChef challenges where they just get a random bag of ingredients and they have to figure out what to cook with it. That's what I'm playing right now. It's like a game. I need to get a life. Okay, so, right, let's write this down. Ooh, garlic baguette. That'll be nice with chilli. So we can have chilli rice and garlic bread, because why not? Or the bolognese. I don't know. I think I'm going to have too many meals for 1 week. And that's impressive with just using what's in the cupboard. I think so anyway. I bet if you were to do the same thing and you were to go through your cupboards and look at what meals you have, I bet you've probably got enough for at least a week, maybe even a couple of weeks without doing a food shop. And I challenge you to give it a go, because I swear it saves you so much money. We don't spend a lot on our food shop anyway, we don't overbuy, but we do sometimes get takeaways. And if something can last in the freezer, then we will just let that meal live in the freezer and it's there for when we need it later on in the month. So we try and avoid waste, but obviously we do still go off plan sometimes, and that's normal and that's just life, isn't it? So I'm rambling, I need to crack on. Ah! 2 burgers, the kids will like those. Yeah. What else have we got? 2 more burgers. There we go, meal for the 4 of us. Times 4, winning. What else have I got? Stock. Could use this in the noodle thing, but I think it's probably enough. You gotta know when to stop sometimes, haven't you? I think this last drawer is just ice lollies and frozen fruit. But again, I love to have things like this in the freezer, because it means that if we do run out of fruit and I can't be able to go to the shops, or like money's tight, the kids are always going to have fruit and something healthy, which is really, really important to me. These are the only ones left. I bought loads. I am obsessed. These are really tasty. If you see them in Aldi, definitely try them. I've still got a couple of these. We were sent these by Mindful Chef. They do their own smoothie mixes now. But we don't just use them as smoothie mixes, we use these as like breakfast toppers. Sometimes I'll say to the kids after their dinner, do you want an ice lolly for your pudding? And Harry will say, I'll have a bag of fruit please, because it's bigger. And he will eat one of these bags of frozen fruit as a treat. He thinks it's like an ice lolly, and I'm not complaining about that. We've got loads of them. These are another thing that I feel like I keep showing you and never use. Katsu codfish cakes, 1st of November. So November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. They've been in there for about 7 months. Let me know, would you eat these? I mean, they've been frozen. Is the rule 6 months? Let me know what your freezer rules are, because I'm not sure. These are probably just going to stay in the depths of my freezer for a little bit longer. We've got ice lollies. More ice lollies. Chicken nugget things. A tub of ice cream. More ice lollies. Right, I am going to make a meal plan now because we've got loads. Oh wait, bread drawer. Okay, again, this is pretty messy, but I've got a couple of packets of crisps, so that'll do for kids' packed lunches. Just under half a loaf of bread, so I'll probably need to stock up on that. I've got this protein shake. I think this is like a strawberry milkshake one. It's really tasty. I've been liking having this for breakfast instead of like cereal or toast or whatever. Just seems to keep me full. I don't know if that's healthy or not, but it's what I've been doing. I've got brioche buns that I bought from the co-op the other day when I got the goujons, so that'll make like the chicken burgers. I've got some tortilla chips. Oh, they can go with the chili. Those with the chili. Garlic bread with the, what do you call it? Bolognese, there we go. Sesame breadsticks. So if I get a pot of hummus, that's another lunch idea for the kids. Yeah, it's not a lot, and you may be looking and thinking, that's just not enough, you need to do a shop. And yes, I do, but also this can totally be enough. Okay, so I've taken my list. It's like a very vague list, but I can remember most of the stuff that was in there. And I have turned it into a meal plan. So I've put halloumi, chorizo and chickpea bake. I'm gonna need passata for that though. So I have just put on my list of what I've got, things that I need to buy. I could probably buy this stuff for £10 maximum. I've also put on there courgette and red onion, maybe. Would be nice to have some more veggies in there. Chicken and prawn noodle soup. If I get some peas and some carrots, that adds a bit of veggies, and that's just really cheap to do. So I'm really looking forward to that. I love meals where I have no idea how it's going to end up or where I'm going with it, but I just know I've got these ingredients and I'm going to be creative. So fingers crossed that turns out okay. I've put spaghetti bolognese and garlic bread because we've got everything to make that. That's a quick, easy, throw it in the microwave, defrost it and stick some pasta on. Nice, quick and easy for a work night. Chili rice and tortilla chips. Again, it's in the freezer, so we need to get that used up. Oh, I haven't put my pulled pork on. Do you know what? Because I've got beef mince, I'm going to swap the chili out for the pulled pork, because that needs using, and then it's like just a bit more variety, isn't it? Because you don't want to be having like beef every night. What was that? I'm such a loser. I put tuna pasta bake, chicken burgers. I think we're going to have those tonight. And then I have also put a payday takeaway because it's got to be done, especially at the end of a week like this. Usually we do have a takeaway at the end of the week as like a little well done for using everything up. And that's okay because, well, it's just real life, isn't it? There's no point me sitting here and pretending that we meal plan meticulously every single week and we only eat the food that's in the cupboard and, you know, we never get takeaways, because that's not true. We get takeaways. We go off meal plan. Sometimes we decide that we just don't fancy anything on it and we'll go out and we'll get the ingredients to make something else, because that's life. And I don't want you to think for 1 second that I'm super organised and I know what I'm doing and I have this whole meal planning thing sorted out, because I don't. But I am getting better at it, and if sharing any of these tips can help you too, then I'm really happy to do that. So shop in your fridge, shop in your freezer, shop in your cupboards. Let me know in the comments below how many meals you can find out of the food that's already in your house, because I bet it's a lot more than you think it is. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to nip to the co-op and get, this is my shopping list. I'm not going to show it afterwards because I feel like I've rambled enough in this video. But I've got 2 times passata, red onion, courgette, carrots, peas, hummus, optional, don't necessarily need, bananas, cereal and bread. That's it. I reckon I can get that for under £10, but thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I will see you in my next video.